Welcome inside the quiet storm. It's not all in your head tonight, baby. No, it's going to come into your ear and then it's going to filter down to your heart. Trust me when I tell you. I have one of the most dynamic ladies who you just heard on that song in our company tonight. And, we don't get a chance to talk with her often because her stardom has grown by leaps and bounds. For those of you in New York, thanks for locking in and locking down with me on WBLS 107.5. Y'all just saw her. The show was completely sold out, I was told. But this woman right here, she gave us that song, I want to say 10 years ago. And now she's back with now she's back with new music. She's back with cosmetics and everything. So we're going to talk with her more in depth. But it is an honor and a pleasure to welcome the illustrious songstress, actress, songwriter, musician, Miss Avery Sunshine, back home to the quiet storm.
So what do I say after that, other than thank you?
Pass the check. As you could say, pass the check. Here's some ice cream. You could. There's a lot of things we could say now. I'm telling you. You
Whatever
understand?
you like. Thank you
Look,
for making me feel so good, as usual, as you always do.
no, you are the best of the best. And the last time Avery and I had a chance to sit down for a moment was on a cruise ship, and I shared with her that she has the same birth date as my great grandmother. So,
what an honor. Another amazing Gemini she was.
and Geminis often are very interesting. But is it true? And I'm sure you will not disagree with what I'm about to read. Avery Sunshine. I pulled up on May 22nd to learn a little bit more about you. Highly intellectual.
I think so. I would certainly like to say so. I'm a graduate of Spelman College, Atlanta, Georgia, the finest HBCU in the land.
You see, that was a gateway for her to say all of that right there.
Of course.
Because you have a very inquisitive nature. Is that true?
Yeah. My parents would definitely say so. Lenny, I, in order to heat, now listen, hear me when I say this. So when I was younger, we had kerosene heaters to heat. Do you remember kerosene heaters?
That was before my time, Avery.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
Tell me.
East Coast. And my mother, I don't know. I needed to get her out of. She was resting this particular day, and my father had not. Certainly inquisitive. My father would always, for every Easter, he would make sure I had an Easter basket.
Wow.
And for whatever reason, they weren't responding to me quickly enough. So I figured if I would cause a little ruckus, I could get them to come out of the room. Now I don't know. They grown people, so I don't know what was going on, but they weren't moving fast enough. So I took the plastic Easter basket. I put it on top of the kerosene heater.
No way.
I'm surprised I'm here to talk about it today.
Yes, because she should have tore you up.
And did. I think they both did. I don't know. I don't know. So maybe yeah. I'd like to say.
But see how that was very intellectual at that young age. You figured it out. So you're very strategic. I'm learning.
Absolutely. And I was the baby. So my eldest brother is 63. The one under that is 61. And my sister's 58. And I'm 48. So I was kind of like an only child. So I was able to,
you were doing some mischief, curiosity things.
Oh, because they were kind of paying attention to me, but not really. And then my siblings were, they were kind of doing all kinds of stuff. So I was able to hide, yeah, absolutely.
Well, Avery, at this stage of the game in your life, a lot of folks are paying attention to you and embracing you and loving you even more.
That means so much to me. I'm honored as I sit here and talk to you. Like, you're a big deal. You do realize that, right?
No. I'm just Lenny.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
No, I'm serious. I am just Lenny.
You're supposed to pat yourself on it. But they said sometimes you got to encourage yourself. You just
yes, ma'am.
And pop your collar and stuff. No, but you are.
Well, thank you.
That means a lot to be able to talk to you.
You're doing what I love, and I don't do anymore.
What is that?
Sing.
I'm sorry?
No, I'm not going to repeat that. Let's just say this. I have the utmost respect for those who do what I loved first and foremost before radio found me. So I cannot do it no more, but God gave me the lane. He gave me a purpose, and I'm grateful for that. And he gave me an opportunity to meet beautiful souls like you who do what you do effortlessly and share your gift with the world. And you do it in such a grandiose way. And you do it in a way where I'm listening to your music. I'm like, your music relates to our everyday life in many different levels.
Yeah.
And I want to go into, and I want you to explain to me first, Call My Name. Now,
Yeah.
I could think of a million reasons how this song came about.
Yeah.
Did you write it?
Yes, I did.
So
Yes, I did
now
write
that
it.
makes it even sharper. And
Yes.
now I'm wondering what inspired it.
Oh, this is good. And I'm so glad he's not here so I can tell you the real
Oh
truth.
my gosh.
Before I say that, though, at some point we're going to talk about you singing. I didn't miss it. Oh, okay, we'll go back to that. Um, Call My Name was one of the first songs Dana and I wrote together. And at that time, we were not married.
Okay.
And we were just getting, it was more than, um, did I lose you, Lenny?
No, I'm here.
Oh, there you go. It was more than, you see,
I see you.
it was more than just homies, and
Mm,
it was becoming something.
They were
And I
kissing.
was,
Uh-huh.
out of a marriage and a bunch of relationships where I didn't get what I needed, I was practicing saying what I needed. And this was a way. He actually sent me the music.
Wow.
He sent me a voice note. And what I was dealing with him in that moment was, when was the last time I heard you say something sweet to me? You're kind all the time.
Wow.
You're dope. You're amazing. But when was the last time I heard you say sweet darling?
Mm,
And I can't deny that I need that. Because, I'm sure you can tell I was, raised by the black woman who's you can do it yourself. You
yes.
don't need it. You got it. But there's some stuff I do need that
Yeah.
I need from my man, and I need for him to say my name. I need for him to take his hand and rub the back of my neck. At that time, I got the Muppet
Oh.
lady Janice from the Muppets. I got when I don't have these braids in, y'all know my hair is really short, and that I would love for him to take his hand and just lay it on the back of my neck. And I'm not afraid to ask for those things
That's
that
good.
I
See,
want and need. So that's what that song came out of. When was the last time?
now, for those of you who really know me, one of my favorite things is ice cream, even though I don't eat it as much. But
Mhm.
for you to give up ice cream, that
You-
says love is deep. And you and your boo, Dana, have
Yes.
been booed up since church.
Since church.
Since church.
Since
They
church.
say you should find your mate in the church. Now everybody finds their mate in the church, but you were
Sometimes
lucky
they
to
find
find.
the devil at the church.
Oh,
I found the first. Woohoo!
we're not
Sometimes
gonna
you
talk
miss,
there.
you
We're
get
not
the
gonna go
wrong
there.
pew. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
First time I got the wrong pew. As a matter of fact, I got the wrong church.
Now wait a minute. You started playing piano at a young age,
Yeah, I
but
was. Yeah,
was he playing? Was he a musician at the church?
the first one.
No,
The
no. I'm talking about. Was
first,
Dana a musician at the church?
see, I had to ask because,
Right.
as a matter of fact, Dana was, but ironically, I hired Dana.
Oh,
It was the strangest thing. So the church that he was working at, I was hired there, and I became his minister of music. And then
no
I left
way.
that church and then hired him at the historic Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta. I moved there and then
Oh
I
wow,
hired him, and then I retired from there, and he was still playing there. It was crazy. See, so we've been in church the whole time. The
wow.
whole
It's wonderful. If you ever see Dana, Dana is the cat playing. Is it guitar or is it
guitar. He's playing
guitar?
and drums. And if you haven't seen that configuration, Dana plays guitar and drums at the same time. And if you, depending on the show,
Hmm.
Dana might sing.
You know what? I've heard. The mic is never in front of him, so I'm gonna pay attention next
You
time,
got to
and
because
I
it's
want to see him do the drums and the guitar thing
oh
because that would be so wonderful. I love how their creative chemistry comes together, ladies and gentlemen, unbeknown. But those of you who just saw him as Avery Sunshine in New York,
yeah,
you've seen the chemistry right there on stage, and it's sold out. And as most of your shows are now, even becoming more sold out.
yeah,
So how do you feel about this? Because it tells me that your fan base has grown by leaps and bounds, and
absolutely.
and people just love you.
Yeah, I'm humbled. And a lot of times I don't even like for anybody to tell me whether especially before the show, I don't want to know if it's sold out or not because I clearly don't do it for that.
Right.
It doesn't hurt.
I'm
You
sure it
want your
doesn't.
shows to sell out.
Yes, you do.
But I am, Lenny, I'm so grateful. The older I get, the more I am honored to be able to do. If it's one person I'm singing for, I'm
Mm.
grateful to be able to do that. And so it makes it's an overwhelming, it's a good overwhelming kind of feeling to know that people are with you, people are hearing me, people are identifying.
Hmm.
Um, they're identifying with my story. You know what I mean?
Back in 2014, you had a song called "Time to Shine."
Yes,
Does Avery Sunshine feel you are starting to shine the way you like it?
absolutely. Let me tell you something. I was just talking to someone the other day, and I am feeling like I'm finding my center in the things
Mm.
that I thought that mattered. I'm realizing they don't really matter. What matters is being able to wake up and my fingers work and I've
Being
got good
healthy.
people around me. I'm healthy. I can call my mom on the phone still. God rest my
Bless
father's
you.
soul.
Right.
Um, my children are all right. They're thriving. They're not just surviving. I can pay my bills.
On
I'm not
time.
on because there was a time.
I know about those times
You know
because
about
I.
those times when you
Oh,
knew you
please.
paid the bill when the when or when it was cut off? It's like,
You
oh,
you
it's time to
you
pay the
you,
bill.
you don't want to have my story because you'll write a new song, and I'm trying to
Listen,
keep you away from songs
yes,
from writing about me.
love try to bless you. There was a time that my credit score was my weight. I was
Avery
that.
Sunshine. I want to get into this new song called
Yes.
"I Wonder." Now, are some of your kids in this video that I've seen?
No, we have
Wow.
actors in that video.
Oh, wow.
We have
Okay.
actors in that, and nobody was available. Everybody's busy and working and stuff, which is a blessing.
Yes, especially your daughter, because your daughter's handling business, and we'll
Yeah,
talk about her soon. But I wanted to learn about this song. I
yeah,
wonder. Glad to know you. Tell me
yeah.
about it, because it's
Oh,
a great song, great beat. We're gonna drop it in just a second.
I love it. So glad to know you is the overarching theme. That is my series, and the way we're releasing these songs, they're episodic. There's a song and a video for every track on. So glad to know you, the album series.
Wow.
And Wonder is and the So Glad to Know You series is just it's me figuring life out still at 48. I'm still figuring out this new industry, still figuring out life, love, being a parent to adult children, how
Mm.
to coach, do less do more coaching rather than parenting because you can't really parent grown people.
No, you can't.
Not, you know what I mean? So that's what this whole album is about. Like all my music is, it's about my life. Now, Wonder in particular is about, and you were talking a little bit about my sweetheart Dana, my best friend, my love.
Well,
All of the relationships before that, clearly, I don't regret anything because it's made me who I am.
mhm,
But because some of those relationships were so toxic, whether it be me or the other person,
mhm.
I finally get into a relationship that is wonderful and feeding me and giving me everything I need. And then I have the nerve to question whether it's really that good.
Well,
That's what wonder is about. I wonder, is it really real this time? Could it be this good?
well, there's something that just recently came out, and I don't want to digress too much over it.
No.
You probably have saw the young lady. She told this story as well, where she had been through some bad relationships, and I think she made 50 videos on it, and she's now, we'll have to talk about it behind the scenes, but she's gotten a lot of attention lately, and it's
Really?
based on what you have just said, and
Wow.
it turned out to be toxic. It
Oh,
turned out to be a person who she thought
oh
wasn't.
no. Oh
So let's
no.
get into I wonder, because I know she's wondering right now if you're listening to me. I haven't said her name, but yes. Avery Sunshine. This is I wonder. Glad to know you. Inside of the Quiet Storm tonight. Oh, it's so sweet, baby. So sweet, like peach cobbler.
Yep.
The
And
music is delicious, and the musical massages are even better. And Avery Sunshine has something to do with this. I'm Lenny Green, and yes, she is with us tonight. I don't know where you're headed next. I don't know what cities you got ahead of you,
man,
but
I think Virginia and LA and Nashville and a bunch. Listen, everywhere I can. Everywhere I can find myself, I'm gonna be there.
Well, you know what? And I was telling folks, if they ever hear that you're coming to the city, I hope you make it to Alabama. I hope you make it out to Milwaukee,
Yes.
and a few other cities. And
Yeah.
if they ever hear that you're coming to the city, the show that you put on is so dynamic because you know what effortlessly come from. Do you know? I need to tell you what comes from you effortlessly
Hmm.
is your personality.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. And then the talent just takes you over the top, and the music and the content of the songs. So you are really, you and Dana have put together a wonderful array of a great package of music. And I don't just say this to anybody. I really do mean this. I enjoy your show, and I can see the reaction. I'm a guy who sits in the audience to appreciate you, but I'm
Right.
also paying attention as a radio guy
Yeah.
to how the people are
Absolutely.
embracing you, and that combination, that relationship that you have with your audiences. Uh, it's speechless, and it tells you how much love and appreciation they have for you. So
Thank you.
that's got to feel good to you.
It does feel good, and then just hearing you say that, thank you, Lenny. Because this is stuff that we never even imagined we'd be doing. We just want to make music. We want to make music that makes people feel good, that people identify with. It helps people move from day to day, moment to moment, experience to experience, and to know that people are vibing with it like that, and to know that you do that, that means so much to me.
Oh,
That you,
well, like I
you
said,
know,
the lyrics of your songs relate to our everyday life. I
yeah,
mean, everyone's dealing with something that you have sung about.
absolutely.
We just came out of Ugly Part of Me. As much as we like to put the flowery side of us on the forefront, there's an ugly side to us that we don't talk about, and
And I
a
can't
person
help
has to
it.
learn about.
I can't help, again, I talk about my parents a lot, and I owe them, my soul.
Yeah,
I don't know how to not be honest. I don't know how to not express. Now it's not always great.
right. No, I
Not
get it.
always,
I get it.
but I find that I am much more at peace. I'm not dealing with hypertension because there's something that I've left unsaid. I'm not wondering, and I mentioned before that, my father transitioned, but I'm not wondering, did I say everything I needed to say to my dad?
Mm.
I did. I did. I certainly did. And I will say this, I owe my brother this thought here. My one of my oldest brothers said to me, who is now the pastor of St. Philip's Episcopal Church in Brooklyn,
Well, he's in the best borough in the world
in
because
the
I'm a
world.
Brooklyn guy,
I,
so I got to go to this church.
you gotta go. But my brother said to me, he said, you do not want to regret having done something. You want to regret, you will, because you, or you will live to regret what you have not done. So you won't regret what you have done, but you will live to regret what you have not done.
Mm,
That means say things,
yes,
do things, figure things out. But you'll never know if you don't say anything, if you don't do anything, if you don't try to figure anything out. So I take that with me. And sometimes, I find myself in a little bit of hot water, but it's much easier to
live
say,
with that.
I apologize and figure that out rather than to never ever know
Because you
what
know what?
happened.
Once this thing called life is over, all
Now
the
let
if
me
I coulda, woulda, shoulda is gone.
gone.
Yeah,
Listen, I was listening to something today. If I'm not busy living, I'm busy dying, and I'm gonna be busy
mm,
living. All
I know
right.
that's right. I'm in your boat for real, and you are living on multiple levels. This lady and her daughter have become entrepreneurs to a whole new different level. Don't think I don't see your lips popping
You
with
see,
your
you
product.
see,
So tell everyone about the lipstick and the eyeliners and everything else you have. And she was trying to get me. Avery
oh,
Sunshine was trying to get me beat up on the ship that we were
no, no,
on,
no, no. I'm gonna
but
send you that love pack, the Lenny Love Packet by Lumac Beauty. Lenny,
Lumac.
Lenny Love Packet. You're not ready for it. So, and since it's late in the evening, you gotta have a little gloss when it gets late. So
Yes,
for all the
yes.
ladies who don't need, but Lumac Beauty is a cosmetic company that my daughter and I created during the pandemic in honor of not just named for my great grandmother, but in
Nice.
honor of all the beautiful Black women who don't recognize how beautiful we are, who try to hide our features, who
Mm.
um, shy away from bright colors because maybe we think out for whatever reason we've been told, y'all know, church will tell you, don't you wear no red lipstick and don't you, or Somebody else might say it's too bright for you, or
Really?
your skin is too dark for that. I am here to I believe I am on assignment to
Mhm.
remind everyone how dope they are, and in doing that for them, I'm doing it for me too.
Well,
So every chance I get, there's going to be something glossy on my lips, or it's going to be bright red. And what I've done is curated a group of colors for women of color.
nice.
So if you do forget how dope you are, you look in that mirror and it's gonna be a flashing light on your lips.
I
How
know that's right. Yeah, right. So look, this is the first of its kind. I think I could be wrong, but you are an African American woman with your daughter,
yes,
and two ladies who have started this wonderful company, this
yes,
cosmetic line called
absolutely.
Lumac.
Lumac Beauty,
Lu-
lumacbeauty.com. And you can get there through averysunshine.com, or you could go directly to lumacbeauty.com, just like it sounds, LOUMACKBEAUTY.com. And please look out for the Lenny Love packet.
oh wow, wow! You know what? We're gonna make that happen because you know what? 98.9% of this audience
Yes,
are the most beautiful ladies throughout the country.
I already
And I
know.
thank them very, very much from the bottom of my soul for locking in
Absolutely.
as often as they do. So they
And then
will
they can't
appreciate
help
that.
it though, Lenny, they can't help it, it's their voice, sir.
Okay.
That's the silky butteriness of that you I'm trying to tell you.
You're very sweet and very kind. Avery, I am so proud. I am so happy.
Thank you so
I don't want
much.
to detain too much of your time because
No.
I got get these ladies to taking these bubble baths tonight. But I'm sorry they don't have the Lumac beauty products with them right now. But we're going to try to work that out, ladies
And
and
Imma
gentlemen.
work on some bubble bath too. How about that?
Oh, see, come on now. That's going to be a part of the Quiet Storm Lenny thing. For real. We're going to expand this brand a little bit more,
That's right. That's
Got to have a
right.
special touch. I'm so happy for you. Once again, we
Thank
should
you.
tell everyone that the brand new single, I Wonder So Glad to Know You,
Yes.
is available now. They can
Yes.
download that. The
Yes.
there's not a full album yet. You're going to
Not
do them
yet.
in okay.
So Glad to Know You is the album.
Love it.
But, I Wonder is out, Lifted Up is out, and we'll be releasing Fire next week. I know
Mm.
every 4 to 6 weeks, there's gonna be a new single, and
Oh,
August,
nice.
September, we're gonna drop the album, So Glad to Know You.
Well, you know what? I'm so glad to know you and to have you as my friend.
Love me
And
too.
please give my regards to your husband.
I will.
And I look forward to seeing you on the road. Sorry I missed you in New York. I was moving around like a crazy madman.
You would
But I'm
just
gonna
be working. Don't worry about it, I'm coming to see you, and Imma bring some cookies, okay?
you see. I'm trying to keep my sexy on. See, Avery Sunshine's trying to put the
Little
pounds on me.
chocolate, look here, you little chocolate on your lip. Imma tell
No.
'cause Imma have some for Dana because he wasn't supposed to have it on that boat. That's right. Got some chocolate chip for him to get it off his lip. Sir!
Look, I'm gonna let her deal with her husband. Ladies, I'm gonna drop the song one more time for you. It's by Avery Sunshine. It's called I Wonder. So glad to know you. And I'm so glad that we connected tonight. Be blessed. Be safe travels. You're traveling the country and the world. So we'll catch each other soon. But I
Absolutely.
love you much.
I love you, Lenny. Mwah.
This is the Quiet Storm, baby, where love always rises over the top. Turn it up a little bit.